Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Pisces, let's see what your energies will be like during this time so you can use them to your advantage. Being able to see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you and don't dismiss the message. And it applies to everyone who has Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Pisces. Pisces, if you need a personal reading with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen and I will send you all the information you need. Attention! 3 phone lines have been activated so you can contact a tarot reading service 24 hours a day. You will be able to communicate with my team of tarot readers who will be answering all your questions instantly. I wanted to share with you that the channel membership features have also been activated so you can join this community. And this way, you can access great benefits like early access to videos, forecasts and horoscopes, polls, unique badges in chats, photos, and status updates. Also, starting in April, we will be adding a raffle. We will hold monthly raffles for all members of the channel so you can have access to personal consultations with me. I'll be recording the date soon. All right, let's channel a message then for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, here we have a 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. A lot of liberating energy, right? This is like, I let go, I release what I'm holding on to, I release what I'm attached to and can't let go of, so that things can flow, so that things can move forward. It's pretty clear what the tarot is saying right now, that the more you hold on to something, the more you get attached, the more you want to keep it, the more it will confuse you, the more the energy gets stuck. I feel like there's something that needs to be acknowledged. This is like I need to take the blindfold off to see a little beyond my own limits, beyond my own boundaries, in order to have another kind of life, a different kind of routine, to be freer, to express myself in a different way, or to open up, something new. The energy is inviting you to liberation, to try new paths, new directions. Now let's see in which area you might be feeling this, Pisces. But this is like, well, I can't stick with what's familiar. I can't stay with what I already know. I can't keep doing the same thing or the same job or be too attached to a certain type of routine, to a certain type of project. I feel like this used to give me stability in the past, but not anymore. Now I feel like this limits me. This doesn't help me grow, and it also confuses me. So the more attachment there is, we know that attachment is suffering. Attachment here causes confusion and limitation, stagnation. So what you've realized here, that's why I say we take off the blindfold here, we get out of this. It has to do with breaking the limits of what's familiar, and why not try something new? Why not experience a new life? Why not open yourself up to something totally different, more expansive, where you can feel free, where you can be yourself, where you can experience something new, a new adventure? Pay attention to your instincts. What are you passionate about, and what do you like right now? Why not focus your creativity and your energy, your passion, your intensity on that path, on that point? Why not break the limits of what is known? Many times we don't break them because of fear, because we're afraid of what might happen or what's coming, uncertainty and doubts. Sometimes there's that saying, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. It's like, well, I'd rather stick with the past, with what's safe. I hold on to that completely and just put up with it. I tolerate it, but what am I tolerating? Times of confusion, times of restriction, self-deception. Sometimes it can cause disorientation, loss of energy, limitation. And I feel that you no longer want to limit yourselves at this moment.
Mhm.
Let's see where this is going. Let's see if we start having major arcana here as well. General and available energy. I think Pisces. Let's take 3 more cards. 9 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Yes, this Pisces is a bit related to financial or work matters, I feel, right? This thing about opening up to something new, whether it's opening up to a new source of income, trying something out, or investing in a new place. Also to let go of a bit of that fear, right? This is like letting go of those thoughts a little. If there are thoughts of scarcity, negative thoughts related to the subject, about financial flow, about stability, especially financial stability,
Ehm,
I feel like there's an energy here of taking a leap, right? To be able to grow, to be able to move forward with a new project, whether it's a new source of income. I feel like sometimes you have to go through that feeling of emptiness, right? It's like you have to close a chapter. Maybe it's a way of working, a project that has already fulfilled its purpose, a way of generating income, a lifestyle. Not getting too attached to material things or to that routine or to a job. Rather, I feel a lot of courage here. That's what I feel. You're well aspected. Courage to be able to let go of something. Courage to be able to let go. Courage also to be able to transcend fear, vulnerability, right? And to jump into a new stage. There's a strong transitional energy moving here. And this feeling of loss, this feeling of, I want something new. I want to move forward with the new project, proposal, and lifestyle. I feel like I'm ready now. But sometimes there are unconscious fears, insecurities about not having, about what's going to happen next. How will I support myself? How will things go for me with that new project, with that new idea? Many times they make us anchor ourselves in the past. And that's why resistance to change and attachment to what's safe becomes stronger and stronger. Trust your intuition and instincts. Follow where they guide you. Well, you probably have new opportunities for growth. Or take your project somewhere new, to a new economic opportunity. But to be able to take this opportunity, you have to cross a bridge. To be able to take it, you have to practice letting go. To be able to take it, you have to know how to let go of the past. What is familiar and what has given you stability in your past? No fear of losing or being left with nothing. Without fear of being vulnerable, it's about going through all those emotions. I go through that grieving process. I go through those feelings too. Some of them can be very deep. And I allow myself, right? I allow myself to move forward. I allow myself to move forward with strength, with courage, with resilience, because what I see is that there's a Pisces who has a lot of willpower and a lot of courage to start a new project in their life, even though they know they must let go of something. Or there's something that, in quotes, would be lost. But you shouldn't see it as a loss. Instead, see it as liberation.
mhm.
Let's see what we have, Pisces. How all of this will unfold and whether we get more information. You have the 7 of Wands here. Knight of Cups, the Star. 4 of Swords, good. Sometimes you can resist moving forward, right? From moving forward with what your intuition is telling you. I feel that you, at this moment, on an economic level, on a project level, personal project, economic project. I'm talking, okay? There's something you've already seen. There's something you've already visualized, like having had a revelation about the future, a vision. Your mind is opening up to new proposals or to a new stage. There's something new you want to build in the future. A new stage offering more freedom, and that will be much more aligned with your new mindset and with your new self. Something you feel deeply, right? And that moves you on an emotional level. I also feel this with a new version of Pisces. Now, I feel that at times.
Um,
Maybe what seems right here is to have that power to set certain boundaries. Boundaries with your passion, boundaries with your comfort zone, with what's familiar. To say, I can't keep clinging to this person, this project, this situation, this way of living, a way of being, or a way of thinking. But rather to accept that this has served a purpose and to set a limit to that situation, right? Knowing how to say no. In moments of courage, when you need to separate, you need to open up, right? On the way to something completely new and expansive. I feel like you are about to start a new chapter in your life, to start making a big decision, one that requires courage. I feel like this also requires courage, but I also feel like you are going to be taking your time to analyze, to meditate, to think very carefully.
ehm,
It's like saying, I don't want to make a mistake. That's why you should take moments for introspection, moments for reflection, to find.
um,
Moments alone where you can meditate, find yourself, and visualize what you want for your future or how you want to see yourself, how you want to live, or what project you want to carry out.
ehm,
I also feel that it's also a great time to, one can overcome those familiar ghosts from the past that sometimes come as thoughts of insecurity or vulnerability. And what happens if I make the decision? How am I going to support myself? How am I going to stabilize myself? Am I going to feel secure in this new phase? There may also be an issue of having a lot of thoughts that come and go. Very related to this, to issues of security, of self-worth, of self-esteem, and also issues related to money. So, go ahead with this release. Pisces, it could be a moment of great, great progress in your life. Pisces, let's go here to the Oracle, Egyptian Oracle. Let's get some advice, a message for you. For this moment, we see Pisces. You have here reconsideration. It's card number 58. There we have Uranus, card number 4, a very mental arcane, an arcane that speaks to us, Pisces. It's a moment to change your mindset, change your perspective, change your vision, change your ideas, your thoughts, change the way you see your life, the way you see your surroundings. It's about reflecting again, about learning something, maybe starting to study something new, starting to incorporate new information into your mind, also starting here to gain new visions and perspectives about a situation. It may be that right now new information is about to arrive, new perspectives, new points of view, which will also allow you to become more flexible. Okay? That's exactly what it's about. Don't just stick to one point of view or one vision. Open your mind.
mm,
Dear Pisces, this is what we've seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.